just did that.
3, 2.
What up, YouTube? We back at it again with another video for that ass. You know what I mean? What? Well, come on. This is how people on YouTube do it, man.
Okay.
They get mad enthusiastic, but like, you got to add a for that ass to the intro.
For that ass?
Yeah, or you got to do something. I don't know. I haven't came up with like a fancy intro yet. That's what we doing, man. Anyway, man, we here. We're going to talk about that Married at First Sight finale. It was season 9.
Season 9.
Season 9 finale. And I love this show, man. It's just mad funny. It's just cool seeing like basically like these arranged marriages, you know what I mean, and how they pan out or how they don't pan out.
The show overall is kind of cool because you meet a stranger, you marry them within the same day, and then you have 8 weeks.
Right.
8 weeks to decide if you want to stay married or get a divorce.
All right, man. So let's get right into it, man. So at the top of the finale, they started off with Keith and Iris. I like that couple going into it. I don't know what you thought.
I did too.
Yeah, and the big thing with their relationship was that Iris is actually a virgin. She's 27, 28, something like that.
27.
Yeah. Keith, at the beginning, he kind of seemed like, oh, wow, like this is crazy, but he took it and was like, okay, cool, whatever, because he probably figured, hey, man, I'm going to crack them cheeks in like probably the next couple of days, so like, who cares if you're a virgin? It is what it is. I'll work with it. But as we saw, like, as the relationship kind of went on, like, that shit kept coming up as, like, an issue. That's why Keith left. Now, in the finale, he was saying, no, look, it wasn't just because you were a virgin. It was just because of, like, your maturity, like, in general, when it comes to, like, relationship type things or, like, intimacy. Like, forget about the sex. Like, it's not just about sex, right? Like, there's certain levels and certain different things that you could do to be intimate. You could see Keith is looking at her like, damn, bitch, like, you acting like you're like 12, like, are you a grown woman or not? Like, I understand you haven't had sex before, fine, but like, you're so apprehensive of like really basic, intimate, like, type actions. I actually wonder about that because I actually sat there and like asked them questions and like vetted everything and figured shit out before they were like, okay, y'all gonna be married. So it makes me wonder, like, how did that not come up in the questioning phase?
Well, Iris told the experts that she was a virgin.
No, I'm sure she did, but why the fuck didn't they tell Keith, like, ask Keith, like, yo, like, so if we picked you a virgin, would you be cool with that? I don't think they asked him. Because if they did, he probably would have been like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this ain't gonna work. I'm fucking. If he was and he said yes, it's probably because he figured, look, we about to be your husband and wife, so I'm a crack. Let's say it is what it is. Or get top or something. Like, he probably thought something. What?
They did a thing where she looked like body paint off of him.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And then they went to like some like private dance class together.
Oh, yeah, she was kind of like twerking on him too a little bit.
Yeah,
so she was working towards it, yeah, but I think it wasn't fast enough for Keith, and Keith was like, you know what, man? Man, I got other bitches out here that... I'm playing. Nah, I think Keith was just like, look, man, I got other hoes that gonna bust it down, man. Like, I don't know what you want. You could see that they still cared for each other.
Yeah, they said they were still meeting up, going to dinner, talking. Asked to Keith, do you think you'll ever date Iris? And he said no, because he wasn't ready to be a husband and he didn't think she was ready to be a wife.
Yeah, and that was kind of savage too. Like,
yeah,
even Iris,
and she said, "Don't speak for me."
Right, Iris was like, "What the fuck you talking about? Not ready to be a wife?" That's kind of savage. Yeah, I was like, "Hold up, Keith. Like, you do seem like a good guy, but that was cooked." I don't think he meant it like that because he kind of like fell back after he realized, like, "Oh shit, like I shouldn't have said it like that." But because she's actually a respectable female, and not just because she's a virgin. I have to keep like prefacing that because I don't want people to think like, oh, just because you're a virgin, you're like a great like candidate to be a wife.
She just didn't seem to have the sexual maturity.
Right, and that was Keith's issue, yeah. The next couple that came to the show,
Greg and Deanna.
So they're a little bit older than Keith and Iris.
I think Deanna was 30 and Greg was like maybe 35.
35, yeah. So Deanna just had like such a tough exterior because she just hasn't been in a relationship, and you know what I mean, even to the point where like she didn't even want to take like compliments from the man.
Oh,
like,
God, the compliments.
Bruh, like that shit was like mind boggling. Like Greg was like complimenting her.
On the honeymoon.
Oh, on the honeymoon?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
When she was like, just bring it back a little.
Yeah, so Greg, he being the man, as the man, you know what I mean, you gotta compliment your lady, make, reassure her a little bit, like, yo, you look beautiful, yada, yada, yada. And like he's doing that like any man should to his woman, and she's like taking her back, like, yo, like, fall back.
Like, there's too many compliments.
Yeah, it ain't like he's like simping. Like, that's your husband.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I know y'all just met, but you're like legally y'all bonded. It is what it is now. So I thought that shit was weird. But that was basically the whole angle with their relationship. But I always loved their relationship from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because Greg's a good guy, and like you can see Greg was like a slightly frustrated with like trying to crack Deanna. He did. Because they both ended up staying together. I guess Deanna's hang up was the fact that wasn't sure if this whole shit was real, which is a very valid thought, I would say.
She said when the cameras were off and they didn't have a scheduled filming day, they took the opportunity to sit down, ask deep questions, and that's when she knew she wanted to stay married.
Deanna was the first one to say I love you, believe it or not. So after this whole show of her being like so tough on Greg and like kind of looking at him like a simp and yada yada yada, like she ended up being the one to say I love you first. That's probably my favorite couple, actually.
Yeah.
I liked Keith and Iris too. I was really hoping they would stay together.
Yeah, me too.
Next couple, oh man, this couple, man, y'all ain't gonna hold you. What's their names?
Which ones? There's two crazy ones left. So which one are you talking about?
We going in order. So
Matt and Amber.
Right, Matt and Amber. Oh man, hey man, I'm gonna let you take it away, baby.
Their relationship in the beginning started off like really well, and then it seems like as soon as like I don't know, maybe they got home after their honeymoon, Matt spent all night out. He said he was at his friend's house, but he didn't have his wedding ring on. He said he forgot to put it back on after the gym, and I guess this wasn't just like a one-time thing. He stayed out multiple times.
Hey man, you sugarcoating this shit. Yo, Matt, man, yo, you fucked up, bro. He was out the whole night and morning and had the nerve to pull up on Amber talking about, oh man, I fell asleep at my friend's house, yada yada. I was like, okay, first of all, man, like look, like, you know what I mean? I know, like, you're a guy, so, like, you know, my inclination is to, like, try to defend you, but I can't defend this shit, bro. You didn't have your wedding ring on. Your excuse was you're going to go work out. I actually accepted that excuse.
Like, you know what? I get that.
Yeah, I was like,
because
okay.
you don't want to lift weights with your wedding ring on.
Yeah, scratch it all up and shit.
Right.
But then you said you went out with your friends that night, and then you crashed over one of their houses, and you stayed all night. I'm like, bro, I'm probably not falling asleep the whole night, right? Like, at some point, I'm going to wake up to go use the bathroom, or maybe just, like, wake up just because I'm like, oh, shit, like, I'm not even at my crib. Like, what the fuck's going on? I would immediately call my girl, just like any other sensible man would.
I mean, but he would have seen like 30 missed calls from me anyways.
Well, that's true, yeah. But I think she was calling him, though.
It was, yeah, and then his phone died, or he turned it off.
Hey, man, look, man. Matt, man, you a scumbag, bro. We know what you was doing, man. You was smashing some other bitch's cheeks, bro. Like, just keep it a buck. Like, I don't know. He didn't admit to it in the finale either. He was just like, no I ain't sleeping with any girl. But we know what time it is, man.
Pastor Cal was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Pastor Cal was like, yo, man, like, where was you at? Like, was you with another bitch? He didn't say it like that, but right. He wasn't ready to do this show. I have no idea why he signed up for it.
His clip in the beginning was like, oh, I'm ready to settle down, find a permanent home.
One thing about, like, pro athletes, man, because I know he doesn't play in the NBA, but he plays professional basketball overseas, which is still good. First of all, overseas people still get paid a lot. You seen the car he's whipping. He's whipping like some like 7 Series BMW or some shit. When you live that lifestyle where like bitches is like flocking on you because you're tall as hell and you drive a nice car, and you clearly got some money on you. I mean, it might not be so easy for him to just be like, look, man, like, stay away. I got a wife. Like, I believe that he went to the bar with his friends, probably just to chill. Probably seen a bitch.
Someone pulled up on him.
Mm-hmm. Just went there, and then he ended up falling asleep, which is just a rookie mistake. Like, this man fell asleep with the bitch. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Yeah. And it's fucked up because Amber got abandonment issues. Yeah, even after all that bullshit, she didn't even really go in on him. Like, any of the other girls, like Gianna, Beth, and Iris, they would have chewed him a new one.
He was like, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, and motherfucker got the nerve to pull up like, hey, what's up? I'm like, yo, this dude is savage to the 10th degree, yo. Well, because I'm like, any other man would have came in with like their tail between their legs, like, yo, it's over, I'm getting fucked up. The reason why he did that is because he knows Amber's kind of like, she's kind of soft, yo.
Yeah.
Like she already admitted, like, yo, she's had issues with relationships in the past, which is why she's doing this show, because she feels like she just, like, all the guys in her life has just hurt her. But I will say, though, like, Amber and the finale, like, it did seem like she toughened up a little bit. She was asking more questions, and she was being more direct, and she was kind of bringing a little bit more smoke to him. I'm like, oh shit, like she kind of like grew up. Like this experience kind of like made her like grow up a little bit. But I gotta ask you though, because I don't know. Like when they kept asking Amber, like, is she like dating, and she's just like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing, like going a little crazy. I was like,
yeah, she said that she she cried, she got mad, then she did her crazy. And I'm pretty sure crazy meant she slept around.
Okay, I'm happy we're on the same page
Yeah.
there. I was about to say, don't sugarcoat this. Like, what do you think that means? So last but not least,
Beth and Jamie.
Beth and Jamie. Okay.
Beth and Jamie.
This couple's strange because I didn't think they were going to work.
I still don't think they're going to work.
But they ended up staying together, though, at the end
They're
of the
together.
8 weeks. Yeah.
Beth is a little eccentric. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't even know if I'd say that. I would just say that she's cooked. I'm just gonna put it out there. She's cooked, and her man cooked too. So
yeah, he was like, their relationship was toxic. They were explosive fightings where she would like, well, I guess she only did it once, but she like flipped a table.
They're the type of couple that you hear out at the restaurant talking about, hey, fuck you, I'm never gonna be with you anymore. Move out of my place, yada yada. I'm gonna call the cop. That type of shit. And they did that like every other couple of days.
It was either like Jamie's leaving or Beth is leaving.
Yeah.
And Jamie acted like a little bitch when he didn't get sex.
Jamie like 35. I'm like, bro, man, you too old to be
and Beth is 29 or something.
Yeah, I'm like, Jamie, you too old to be throwing temper tantrums like.
They stayed together, for the final decision.
Right.
And then I guess Beth's dog got sick, so she had to take him to the ICU or something. So she was like, she put Jamie on the back burner, and I guess Jamie didn't like that. So that's probably why they broke up.
So they fought, you already know.
But then once the dog got better, they're like, oh, we love each other. Let's get back together. Like, the way he speaks to her, like, telling her to shut up in public.
Yeah, he'd be wilding for sure.
I mean, she should have, but you pull her aside and say, you don't say it in front of all these other people.
So anyway, they're together, apparently. I don't know. That's just still going to
be
toxic as fuck.
I'll check Instagram later.
Yeah. We've gone through all 4 couples.
Yes.
So we should probably recap really quick. So at the top of the show, we had, was it Keith and Iris?
Keith and Iris.
Keith and Iris at the top of the show. They are split up.
They're divorced.
Believe it or not, I'm very surprised. Apparently they still mingle and shit like that, but they're split up.
Oh, side note, Iris did say that she's still gonna hold her virginity until she gets married.
This bitch ain't never fucking, yo. Cause look,
I think she probably wanted to wait until after the 8 weeks. And he probably proved her point when he was like,
fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, well, all right then.
All right, I'm happy I didn't do it. Right?
Yep.
You're probably right. She didn't say that, but I'm guessing you're right.
Gianna and Greg.
Gianna and Greg, that's probably my favorite couple, keep it a buck.
Yep.
Gianna was tough as fuck, but she ended up letting her walls down. And they are still together.
Favorite couple.
Next we got
Amber and Matt.
Which they didn't stay together. They really should have their segment should have ended after that first night where Matt was out late. Clearly he was fucking some other bitch, but he lied. And then lastly we have
Beth and Jamie,
who I don't know how the fuck they're still
together.
So anyway, now at this point in the finale, they all come together. The first thing that they touch base on, I think, is the shut up incident, which are all kind of telling Jamie, like, yo, Jamie, like, you're cooked. But I know that deep down inside, the guys are like, keep the buck, you was kind of right.
I agree.
If we just being honest, he was kind of right. Like, she was talking too much. Like, this man's trying to give us game. Like, shut the fuck up so we can hear the game. But anyway, next thing they talk about, you already know they getting on Matt's ass, man. Matt, like, they were on his ass. Like, everyone was like, you're vile. Apparently, Charlotte's like a small city. I didn't know that. Because they were all saying, like, look, Charlotte's a small city. A lot of news, like, gets around.
This poor girl had one of her best friends tell her that he had seen Matt at a bar, and he left with a girl. Her co-workers at school told her that one of the co-workers had the mutual friend that was with Matt, and then Beth had mutual friends with Matt that came back and told Beth what he was doing. They didn't tell us what he was doing.
Yeah, but we know what he was doing. Yeah, we know he was cheating. So
this poor girl had like multiple people saying,
from all different angles, like, yo, like, your man's cheating on you, he's doing you dirty, he's dirty macking out here, like, you gotta get rid of him. They talked about the fact that season 10 is gonna be in DC, which is actually really dope. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
All right. Deuces. Stop snitching. No. Yeah, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine telling the world about everything, man.
Snitches unite.